know my favorite thing is in the world? When I'm out in public and a little kid sees me and they're with their parents and they turn around and go, "That man looks weird." And the parents' life force immediately drains out of them and they go pale as a sheet and panic. And they either have one of two reactions. They either pull their child away frantically going, or they go, "Oh, you can't say that. Oh, I'm so sorry." It's either one or the other. God, it's warm in here. Should have taken my glasses off before I did that. Shit. Just to be clear, it's not like I went to bed one night and then woke up the next morning and had like I'm suddenly now absolutely buff and confident with myself sort of situation. No, I'm exactly the same as I've always been. You know, nothing's changed. But I think one of the reasons it took me so long to actually become confident enough in myself to the point that I'm now willing to put myself on the internet like I am, is because my disability is all-encompassing, and I mean all-encompassing. You know, it affects pretty much everything you can think of. It affects my general looks, obviously, but it affects my skin, it affects my eyes, I'm as blind as a bat. You know, it affects my hands, it affects my knees, pretty much everything. It even affects my, actually no, that works perfectly fine, although I could have a bit of a hard time proving that. Just trust me, okay? There was many years where I wanted to put myself online, wanted to put myself just in front of the camera and say stuff. And because I like entertaining people, I like talking to people, I like talking in general, if you haven't noticed, but I like talking to people, I like talking with people, I like discussing things with people. But I was never confident enough to do that because for the longest time, I was afraid of the idea of what people would say. And what people would say, obviously, normally, is that you look weird. For some reason, one of the biggest ones I would always get is that I look like E.T. I really look like E.T. This guy? This guy. You know, I don't want to sit here and give the impression that I just woke up one day and found some kind of a magic way of feeling like I didn't care about what people said about me anymore or anything like that. Because I know there's a lot of people out there online right now who are watching maybe this video, maybe they're watching other videos, and they're going, I wish I could do the same. I wish I could put myself online, but I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I hate how I look. I hate how I sound. I think the thing that dawned on me, and it dawned on me slowly, but it did dawn on me eventually, and I think this is something everybody needs to realize. Maybe just through coming to the realization themselves slowly, or maybe they need someone to tell it to them. If it's the second one, then let me be that person. Everybody is unconfident about aspects of who they are and what they are. Everybody. I don't care how confident someone sounds. I don't care how secure with themselves someone seems. Believe me, they are not as confident as they seem they are. Now, there are grades of it, obviously, but there are plenty of people who hate how their voice sounds. And they can't bear the thought of going online because they hate the sound of their voice. And other people hate how they look. Really attractive women think that they're fat, that they're ugly. Really attractive men think they're too short, that they're not, muscly enough, handsome enough. You think to yourself, if people could just learn to take a look at themselves in the mirror and go, you know what, that is who I am. That is me. I'm going to work on every day, looking at myself in the mirror for 10 minutes and going, I'm alright. I'm fine. Maybe I'm not the handsomest guy in the world. Maybe I'm an ugly fucker. Maybe I look like E.T. But it's who I am. And I'm going to play the best damn game of life that I can with these cards that I have been dealt. These luck cards that I've been dealt, I'm going to play the goddamn best hand you've ever seen with them. Because I realized one time, and this was another moment in my path, I think, to getting to the point where I'm at now. Because, like I said, there's been many, many, many moments where I've got to this point. One of those moments was I realized I am a very weird-looking disabled man, more so in person than I look on camera. And yet, when I see somebody else who doesn't look like the way that I think that people normally look, I find it strange too. And when I realized that when I see somebody out in public or online who doesn't look like what I would expect a regular person to look like, yeah, I do the same thing too. I look at them and think, oh, that person looks weird. And I guarantee you do the same thing. You do the exact same thing. Because we all do it. Because it's normal. People are only doing what I'm doing. Because it's perfectly normal for a human, another person, to look at somebody and think to themselves, they look a bit strange. And if they come out and they say, hey, you know what, guys? I don't know if face cam is your thing. Yeah, you know what? That's just funny. Because if you can learn to laugh at yourself and realize, yeah, you know what? It's not. I'm probably not the best looking guy for the camera, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be on camera anyway. That goes a long way. If someone comes onto you and they're genuinely aggressive, that's a whole different kettle of fish. If someone is actually being abusive to you, they shouldn't stand for that. Stick up for yourself. But I learned a long time ago that when people come up to you, kids do it a lot, but even people online who are adults will come up to you online in the comment section and say, you're a strange looking fella. You're not from around these parts. And there was a long time where I would have been very upset about that, but now I just realize that's just people being people. And half the time they don't mean anything by it. They're just saying what they see. And the fact is, I can't change what I am. I can't change who I am. But I say what I can do. I can learn to be happy with myself and what I am. I can learn to accept myself for who I am. And there's no magic bullet. There's no method for becoming comfortable with yourself. But I will say this. If you are somebody out there who wants to go online, who isn't happy with the way that they look, who isn't happy with the way that they sound, do one thing. Go online. If you're watching this video up to this point, you probably are someone who at least has had those thoughts. Or you think I'm an amazing individual and you just love the way I speak. Cool. But if you're one of the other ones, if you're somebody who thinks to themselves, I want to go online, but I just don't want the abuse, go online. Because I'll tell you the first thing you'll realize when you go online. No one gives a shit about you. Nobody gives a shit about you. None at all. My first stream that I ever did, I streamed to 2 people. One of them was a bot. One of them was trying to get me to send them money for logos. They were the only 2 people, quote unquote, that appeared in my stream. The rest of the internet didn't even know I was there. And once I realized that, I realized this idea that I had about the entirety of the internet seeing me all in one go and judging me all in one go was complete nonsense. And yeah, there's going to be a time, I'm sure, when I'm going to get people being really mean to me, and that's going to happen, and it's probably going to be a bit shit. But I've got to this point now where I feel comfortable in just kind of being me. And in a way, I want to take that. And I don't just want to say to people, hey, I'm comfortable in myself now. Take the mickey. Everything will be all right. That's not what I'm trying to get across. What I want to do is just be online and saying this for other people who might be feeling the way I felt 5 years ago, 2 years ago. I know how debilitating it is to be sat there wanting to set up a Twitch account, but being scared about what you look like and thinking to yourself, God damn it, I wonder if I can get away with doing a Twitch account without going on camera. Oh, maybe I can do this on a YouTube video so that I don't have to be seen on camera. God damn it, just do it. Just go for it. The best thing that you can do is do it. It's not for everyone. But I promise you, I fucking promise you, the best way to build your confidence is to give yourself that first push. Because that's what I did. And I'm so goddamn happy I did. And if I can help even one person get to that point with me, I'll be happy about that. And hey, at the very worst, this video, it's just gonna get a bunch of people telling me I look like E.T. Self-inflicted, to be honest.